I have a sync on my calendar in 3 minutes. I'm getting laid off. I saw who it's with. Layoffs are going on right now. I can't breathe. Like I'm kind of excited because I fucking hate my job, but also I don't have a job now, and I literally just quit my other job. So now I have no income. This is the universe saying, bitch, we told you to quit both of your jobs. You did not need one. Like, you need to figure your shit out. Holy fuck, I can't. I'm gonna record it, but I'm shaky. Again, I'm not shocked. I've made it 2.5 years. I've survived like over 8 rounds of layoffs, maybe even 10 at this point. It's just happening. I was talking to my dad on the phone and I was like, people are getting laid off. And he goes, do you think you are? And I go, I checked my calendar, like, I'm safe, I'm good. And as I'm talking to him, a fucking meeting pops up on my calendar. I literally can't breathe. Fuck this place! I fucking hate these hoes. I hate these hoes so much. I'm in the meeting. I'm so nervous. My face is so red. My audio on my laptop cut it out. But basically they're giving me 2 weeks severance. They're paying me through the end of the day. Fuck off. Yeah, I'm laid off. That's about it. I'm like so red. I have high. Oh my god. That's my body right now. Girl, are you okay? Fully, I'm having a panic attack. Wait, what the fuck? I literally just got laid off. It's fine. I have backup plans, so I'm not worried, but that's just crazy. It's just crazy. Yay. But fuck, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I hate my life. I love my life. I hate my life. I don't know what to do. This is insane.
Welcome back to the channel, guys, and we're going to be taking a close look at different contributors. Credit to this contributor who provided testimony of actual layoff. It's good that she actually has emergency fund set aside, so she'll be able to weather the storm. But seems like the layoffs have actually accelerated this year, 2026. We've seen that UPS is 78,000, Amazon of 30,000, Intel 25,000 or more. These are all estimates of actual layoffs. Nissan 20,000 layoffs with AI restructuring combined with it seems like they're going after middle level management also, which might be tied to just tightening up through AI, and we're seeing more and more of this across the board. We're just hoping that a lot of these people who are suffering have emergency funds.
And to say that I'm devastated is really underestimating how I feel. I'm a few weeks postpartum. I just had my second baby. And hearing this news as I was nursing my son just felt like a huge punch in the face. And when I was telling my husband about these looming layoffs, him and I were talking about me being a journalist and what that means to me. And a huge part of my identity is being a reporter, is telling stories of people who aren't able to tell these stories themselves. When policy changes happen, when social media leads to misinformation and people are impacted by this, like, I love telling those stories. I love telling stories about women, about parenthood, about being pregnant, about infant health. Like, I love these stories. So not being able to tell these stories anymore or to learn more about people's experiences is like one of the most devastating parts of losing this job. And I know that a dream job is still a job, but this was my dream job. Being at an American institution like the Washington Post is something that people dream of, and I was able to do this for this many years, and I loved it. And I still love journalism. I still love doing what I do, but I'm just so heartbroken. And I know so many of my colleagues are, and this is like, I don't even know what the purpose of this video is for. It's just kind of like a rant and to kind of share like my whole experience with this layoff. But if you're one of my colleagues who were just hit with this, know that you're loved. Your identity is not just in your work. And I know that so many people have bounced back from things like this, but it just takes time. And I'm really hoping that today you're able to do something nice for yourself, and I don't know, hopefully by some miracle, like something changed with the news industry, because these constant massive layoffs are just so heartbreaking.
Yeah, we're seeing also in the latest news that a lot of the layoffs have affected the Washington Post, up to possibly a third of the workforce. And it seems like it's across the board, different levels, upper management, as well as ground news, breaking journalism, which is pretty unfortunate because that's a very specific niche. So it's going to be quite difficult for a lot of these journalists to probably get replaced, especially when AI restructuring all these different tools, different types of software, maybe doing entry level journalism and not really having that ground, hands on touch that can come from having actual ground people on the ground, people who have 10, 20 years experience, who actually put more of a human touch to the journalism and news. So definitely thank you for this contribution from the creator, this content creator.
I just got laid off.
I do hope that she continues to stay in her field.
A few minutes ago. Still trying to process it, for sure. Would it have been nice to have a job lined up before learning this news? Yeah, of course, but the game plan hasn't changed. We were expecting this already, so I'd been applying. I have interviews coming up, some stuff still rolling, so it sucks. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that it doesn't. I am very positive. I still believe that I'm going to get a better job and be in a better situation. That mantra is still something I'm repeating to myself every day. It does suck in the moment, but I think this is just going to be for the best. This is the push. I don't know why I always try to look on the bright side of things. Like, for me, this situation is like, I could have been fired. There was a path that they were kind of painting this picture of me not performing or whatever, so that this could have gone the other way where I got fired. Instead, being laid off, there are benefits to that. There's a paid leave that I'm going to be going on that does not include my actual severance package, so I'll have a little bit of time. It's definitely not as much time as I'd love, but at least it's something, because in this state, if you're fired, you don't get unemployment benefits, which is actually kind of crazy to me. So this is the better result of the two. I know there's people out there that have been in the search and the grind for longer than I've been, and yeah, it's rough, but we're gonna be okay. We're gonna make it. We're gonna find something. We're gonna get by. I believe it. I'll be documenting my experience through this time on here so that in the future somebody else may see this and see the journey that I went through and the positive result at the end, because it will be a positive result at the end. So if you want to see that, follow along.
It's good that this contributor has a very positive mindset. It seems that there are limitations as far as unemployment filing is concerned in his specific state, which is pretty brutal. But restructuring and efficiency measures to cut costs or consolidate operations is a primary situation with so many of these thousands of layoffs. And then market conditions such as slow demand or strategic realignment, another main reason for a lot of these layoffs. Closures of stores, units, and departments. People are just not spending the type of money they used to up to a year ago, simply because they've dipped into savings, and now they're on emergency funds, especially if they're like 8 or 9 or 10 months into unemployment. So there's a ripple effect in the economy right now, and we're definitely seeing it as far as slowdown in different industries.
Guys, there's a possibility I'm about to get fired. So I just got let go from my job.
Like, I was like shocked. I still kind of am, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm still in that phase, but I can't believe I just got fired every time I've woken up in the morning. But another part of me is just really excited to see what the future holds, and like knowing that my journey's obviously going to continue, and I think the greater things are to come. So the reason that it shocked me so much is because me and my boss, we meet like weekly, if not every other week, go over things, how things have been. And so when he put a meeting on my schedule, I wasn't thinking anything of it. 10 minutes before the meeting, he was like, hey, so-and-so is gonna hop on from the people team. And I said, people team is HR, like, and mind you, they've been doing layoffs. Like, I wasn't like the first to go. I'm thinking I'm good because I work on the social team. We just had a guy who got another job opportunity and he moved on. So I'm like, dang, if anything, we might be short-staffed over here. So like, ain't no way I'm gonna get fired. I was wrong. The number one thing that I'm gonna miss is just the friends that I've made at that job. It's so crazy. Like the night before I got fired or whatever, I had a big dinner with like 10 of my coworkers that night, and it was just like so much fun. Like little did I know it was my last supper. I think it's kind of cute that God gave me that opportunity to just, you know, fellowship with those people before I probably don't see most of them ever again. I moved to New York City 8 months ago, and I would like to stay there. I love it. I fell in love with New York, and there's also just a ton of opportunity in the field that I work in. So like, who knows, like that's just the beginning probably. I wanted to move out of Georgia just to experience something different, and I have. I would like to stay there to still kind of get that experience and get the full effects of it. But if God wants me here in Georgia and Atlanta, then so be it. I would be happy to move here just because it's so expensive in New York too. That's like another thing. I'm like, shoot, maybe this is a sign that I should pack it up and go home. I'm 25 at the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. It's actually quite literally the beginning. We'll be good, but I just wanted to make this video for anybody else who might be going through it also and had just got laid off. Like, better things are to come, and everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, with our job house market report, we're taking a look at daily news that affects those who have lost their job, as well as housing issues that affect real people. And here we are, quite 4 contributors to this video, and we'll definitely post a credit to in our description. So if you have any job opportunities that are lined up with, you know, brief description of the industries that any of these content creators are in, I'm hoping that by using this platform, it may open up opportunities for them, even if it's just an interview or just sending in a resume. So you know, there will be some good in what we're doing here. But there are major corporate layoffs right now. We talked about Amazon, second round of layoffs in early 2026, 16,000 corporate jobs as part of a broader workforce reduction, completing a plan to eliminate roughly 30,000 positions, about 10% of their corporate workforce. Then we have UPS, which following deep layoffs in 2025, UPS has projected up to 30,000 job losses through attrition and buyouts by early 2026. So adding tens of thousands of cuts already executed. And then we have Dow, another 4,500 layoffs. Meta, which is up to 10% of their Reality Lab workforce. Nike, up to 775 cuts, largely in their distribution centers. So we're seeing quite a bit of cuts across the board. And then, you know, we did see the Citigroup posting moving forward with 1,000 job cuts as part of previously announced workforce reduction plans. Anticipation here is that we're now seeing AI being implemented across the board in different levels, and they're going after savings at the middle level management, because through AI restructuring, they can actually save a lot of money, which will increase profits in the long run. In addition to these, many other companies, including MasterCard, Macy's, Verizon, and several smaller tech firms have engaged in workforce reductions. And then we see independent data sources, broader layoff totals. Nestle, Dell, 12,000, Accenture up to 11,000,